Many influencers will tell you that opening an Etsy shop is easy. Just open a shop, upload a few designs, and boom, you're making passive income. They sell you a dream of financial freedom, of working from home and being your own boss. But what they fail to tell you is the reality and the overwhelming responsibilities it takes to be a solo entrepreneur. Now, you've seen some of my Work With Me videos, and maybe you haven't. If you haven't, go ahead and watch them. But I will definitely tell you that it's not easy, and there's a lot of roles that we play. Now, I've been selling for the past 18 years. I'm consistently in the top 1% of all Etsy sellers, and I consistently make star seller month after month. So if I'm in the 1%, what happened to the other 99% of people who opened Etsy shops? Where are they now? Let's go over the myth and the truth of being an Etsy seller, a business owner, an entrepreneur, and running your own business. The myth: just open a print-on-demand store and money will roll right in. The reality: without marketing, branding, SEO, and customer service, no one will ever find your shop, let alone buy from you. The myth: making products for your shop is easy. The reality: you're not just making products, you're actually sourcing products, managing tech, logistics, shipping, taxes, and more, and you're doing all of this alone. So why do most Etsy shops fail? Just from experience, I can tell you the roles take up a lot of your time. First of all, let's get into the design aspect. You'll need to know how to put together your products, whether it be in Photoshop, Canva, wherever you decide. You're going to have to garner those skills to be able to put together the designs. And a lot of these influencers will tell you that all you have to do is go to a site like Creative Fabrica and just change a couple of the elements, change out a few colors, and you're good to go. Well, even if that were the case, you still have to create your mock-ups, so you will need a little bit of wherewithal and know-how in design. So you need to educate yourself on that. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done, but I will tell you it is something that you're going to have to get good at. So if that means that you spend a little bit of time on YouTube education, then that's what you're going to need to do to learn the skills to put together your designs. Now, second is marketing. Whether you are using a platform like Etsy, which has a built-in marketing service, or you have your own website like Shopify, you'll need to learn marketing. You need to learn the basic skills of search engine optimization, in other words, SEO, title structure, the description structure, and communicate what your product has to offer to the customer. On top of the design, you have to put together the package so that the customer feels comfortable enough to buy your product and trust that it's going to be exactly what they ordered. And that means putting together photographs in a way that communicates to them that this is something that they need to purchase. There's some basics in SEO that many of you will need to look at, which is alt text. Now, I do hear a lot of people saying, do I really need alt text in my images and in my wording when I upload to the platform? Alt text is to aid people with visual impairments. You want to add alt text to your images. Now, it may not help you sell more, but it will help communicate what you are selling in the Google search image. Let's talk about sourcing. Sourcing is what you need to do to find the products that you want to sell, whether it be your basics or whether it be your supplies. Sourcing is something that you're going to need to spend some time doing. Now, I've been in business for 18 years, and I dedicate at least 4 times a year to go to trade shows and source. And what sourcing is finding your products, finding the tools, finding the supplies that you're going to need to help you run your business. So for instance, myself, I sell shirts. So when I go to a trade show, I am sourcing shirt manufacturers. I also use different elements like vinyl glitter. I use ribbon. I use a lot of elements to make what I make for my Etsy shop. So when I do go to trade shows, I am looking for sources that will help me to run my business more efficiently, and also I'm looking and checking for quality. And a trade show is a really great place for you to start going and investing your time so that you can touch, feel, and see. And if you're sourcing from overseas, it's a good place for you to meet the manufacturers of some of the elements and products that you're going to need. If you're selling mugs, well, going to a trade show, you can meet the people who actually manufacture the mugs that you're going to then embellish. If you're selling socks, if you're selling clothing, if you're selling shoes, if you're selling leathers, if you're selling jewelry, a sourcing trade show is what you want to do and where you want to go a couple times a year so that you can find the best resources for your products. Financing is something you're also going to need to know how to do. You're going to have to know how to file your taxes, how to download your data from the platforms that you're selling on, and how to upload it into a software such as QuickBooks or an Excel sheet so that you can give it to your tax accountant and they can help you with your taxes. You have to learn how to keep track of all of your business expenses, all of the products that you purchase, and the income that you bring in on the platforms. So when you receive your 1099 or tax paperwork from the platforms, you'll know exactly what to do with it. So you're going to need to educate yourself on the financial side of the business, your profit and marketability, how much it's going to take you to actually run your business, and the overhead costs. Running a business means that you're not just a creator, you're also an IT specialist, a web developer, an accountant, a marketer, a shipping manager, a customer service rep, quality control inspector. And if you're not prepared to handle all of these jobs, your business is gonna struggle. Many Etsy sellers have no business experience. They jump right into opening an Etsy shop and they don't understand profit margins, taxes, inventory management, or pricing strategies. Without a solid foundation, they either price their products too low or they price their products too high. Either way, if your products are priced too low, you make no profit. And if your products are priced too high, you make no sales. Etsy is competitive. Just listing a product doesn't guarantee it's gonna sell. And I see many people saying, I've been open for a month, I've been open for 3 months, I've sold nothing. Most sellers quit because they don't realize how much work goes in to running a business. Burnout is real. New Etsy sellers don't realize that Etsy is not passive income. It's a full-time business. Etsy is a great platform, but influencers who are telling you that it's easy are selling you a dream. It's not impossible to succeed, but it's far from easy. If you want to make Etsy work, then you've got to treat it like a real business. It's not a quick, easy, get-rich side hustle. If you're willing to put in the work, you can succeed, but only if you treat it like a business and not a hobby.